3, 2.
All right, I have something very cool to show you guys today.
We got movie day. Are we getting a sub?
No substitute teacher, you're stuck with me, but it is movie day. All right, this is a very intriguing old film that was sent to me by a woman named Dana Holyfield from Louisiana. She claims it shows, are you ready for it?
Ready.
A terrifying monster.
Dude, you get the weirdest fan mail.
I do, you have no idea. But I have to say, this is very cool footage. Phil, you ready to believe in monsters?
Play the film, and then we'll see.
Okay, here we go.
You installed the clapper in here?
Just watch the movie.
Wow.
Okay, so we're out in the swamps now. Get ready. Yes, we see like a hunting blind or a platform there. Okay, here we go. Keep an eye, center of the frame in the back. Look at that!
Oh,
look at that!
Yeah.
You see that?
That looks like Bigfoot.
Right? We see this large, upright something walking right through the frame.
I mean, that legitimately looks like Bigfoot.
That's what Dana thinks. This has really become a family mystery for her. This footage was shot by her grandfather, who spent his whole life trying to figure out exactly what that is. New Orleans has a rich history of folklore and mysticism, from voodoo to vampires. But for the folks living on the edge of the swamp, one legend has eclipsed all others, the Honey Island Swamp Monster. The first known sighting is in 1963 by Harlan Ford. He's out hunting and claims he runs into a 7-foot ape-like creature with large amber-colored eyes covered in long, matted hair. He's so terrified and awestruck by the encounter that he spends more than a decade relentlessly searching the swamp. In 1974, he claims to finally find physical proof of the creature. Harlan makes a plaster cast of an 11.5-inch, 3-toed footprint. Ford contacts the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, who find similar tracks but are unable to identify any known species in the area that could make them. He continues to search, carrying with him a Super 8 camera, and at some point before his death in March of 1980, he films the footage of what appears to be a monster. But for unknown reasons, he keeps it to himself. It isn't until 2006 when his granddaughter, Dana Holyfield, is working on a documentary about her family's decades-long search when Harlan's old 8mm film reels are discovered. Okay, so what do you think? Is there a Louisiana cryptid out of the swamps?
I mean, all of this sounds pretty compelling, so at least worth going out there and researching it.
What I would love to see is those plaster casts. However, my instinct here tells me that this is probably a case of misidentification. Someone sees something like a black bear in the woods out there, and if they can't quite make out what it is, the imagination can take you to some pretty wild places.
Sure, but that old film footage, that's not a bear.
It's not. However, maybe it's all a hoax. Maybe that's someone in a Bigfoot suit walking around.
I mean, that's the first thing you think, right? Could this just be man in suit?
I mean, that is a possibility, right? But you got to remember, Harlan never used this to profit off of it in any way, shape, or form. So I don't understand why somebody would dress up for no reward.
Right, that's the part of this that's very compelling.
Maybe we're dealing with some sort of southern subspecies of Bigfoot here, a la swamp squatch, right?
It's a good name.
Or
It's a good name.
It is a good name. Or I mean, who knows? Maybe it's a werewolf.
You think there's a werewolf running around in the swamps?
Don't laugh, because there is southern folklore around the Louisiana area about a rougarou, and it's basically a werewolf, a giant hairy man beast.
Well, whatever it is, that's what you're here to find out, all right? I'm sending you to the bayou. I want you to shed light on these recent eyewitness accounts.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, time to figure out what is lurking in the Honey Island swamps. Good luck. It's a 3.5-hour flight from New York to New Orleans, a city swirling with centuries of multicultural influences.
All right, made it to New Orleans.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
You've been here a lot.
I've been here a ton. I've got family here. I've done Mardi Gras a bunch. I love it here.
Yeah, I love the food here. But Jess, I can't wait to get out to the swamp.
I know you want to go swamping. All right,
I want to go swamping.
That being said, what do you think we're dealing with here? Like, what do you think the Honey Island swamp monster actually is? Just a misidentified creature that's in this natural habitat, or do you think it's like some sort of weird subspecies of something?
I mean, I'm holding my judgment a bit until we talk to the witnesses and gather more evidence.
Okay.
But my instincts from the start are telling me probably a case of misidentification. Of what? Not quite sure yet.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards monster because it's New Orleans, it's Louisiana. If there's gonna be any kind of monster that has anywhere to hide with a ton of, like, food supply, it's gonna be the swamp.
All right. Well, speaking of the swamp, you arrange our water transport out there, or are we swimming?
I mean, of course I arranged our water transport. You gotta have more faith in me, Phil. Like, I actually do get the job done.
Sometimes.
All the time.
Okay.
You do me one favor.
Sure.
Can we just get one hurricane drink before we go? Just one. You can't come to New Orleans and
Just
not
one?
get a hurricane drink. Yeah, just one. Pat O'Brien's, right here. Let's go.
Smartest.
Look,
Cheers.
aliens, we actually found some.
Whoa.
Do you have a water and an aspirin?
I think I have some in my bag. Do you know what we need?
What do we need?
Some fresh, swampy air.
Here, you want your glasses back?
And from there, it's a 40-minute drive north to the Pearl River Wildlife Area.
This is looking pretty swampy.
These 35,000 acres of untamed marshland contain Honey Island Swamp. I've arranged a meeting for Jess and Phil with Dana at her family's old hunting camp. But to get there, they'll need to adopt a more swamp-friendly form of transport.
All right, you ready?
Oh, yes.
You know why they call it Honey Island?
Why?
Because apparently it's full of bees.
Awesome.
There are no roads out here, so the only way people find each other is by coordinates.
GPS says we go left here.
We're meeting with Dana Holyfield, whose grandfather captured purported video of the Honey Island swamp monster back in the 1970s.
Hello there.
How are you?
Since then, Dana's been on the front line of the monster hunt.
Your grandfather dedicated decades of his life to tracking this thing down.
Yes, he did.
Why do you think he did that?
I think when he first saw this thing face to face and got a good look at it, first of all, he said it scared the hell out of him. And then finding the tracks in the same area, he just became very interested in finding out more about it.
Why do you think he never went public with it?
Probably because when he first talked about this years ago, he said people come out of the woodwork like monster hunters wanting to go in there and shoot it. And he was afraid people were gonna kill each other by accident trying to hunt it down.
So what did this thing look like?
My grandfather said the thing he remembered most was the eyes, big amber color eyes just looking at him. The body was covered in long, dingy hair. My grandfather stood 6'4", and this thing was taller than he was. Big, broad shoulders and long arms. And when it turned to run, it ran off on 2 feet.
What made you pick up your grandfather's mantle? Did you have an experience at all?
I've had some experiences out here. I grew up in the swamp. There's all kinds of wildlife. Being out here all the time, you hear things. Sometimes I'd hear this thing screaming out. It's just a noise that makes you very eerie.
Could it be like a bear or something like that?
They do have black bear that we see out here occasionally. Black panthers. There's theories that it could have been from a circus train that had wrecked out here in the 40s. Then maybe something got off.
Have you gotten any hints as to what it's attracted to, what it could feed on? Any clue that would help us track whatever this is down?
It could feed on like wild hogs. There were some wild hogs that had been killed in the area. They found these tracks, but had their throats ripped out. Blood was all splattered all over the place. This was the original, one of the originals that my grandfather made, and then we found those a couple years back.
Wow.
Look at these. Those are really clear-cut, good sets.
And really consistent that whatever this is, it seems like the same species with the 3 main clawed toes, and then this looks like a little dew claw. Do you mind if I take a 3D scan?
Go ahead.
I'm using a LiDAR scanner to create 3D models of these plaster casts. We'll have these digital replicas handy as we venture further into the swamp. Got it. What do you think it is?
I think it's probably something that's just always been out there. This swamp goes for miles and miles, and it connects with other swamps. So there's a lot of places for this thing to roam.
So then where do you recommend we start our investigation?
Y'all need to go meet with M.K. Davis. He thought it was a hoax till he had his own evidence out there.
Do you have some coordinates you could give me?
Yeah, I do.
We make our way to M.K. Davis, a local investigator who actually spent years attempting to disprove Harlan's evidence.
MK?
Yes.
Nice to see ya. Dana sent us. Thank you, sir.
All right.
She said that you had some evidence of the swamp monster.
I do.
So you've been looking into this for decades.
But I put a lot into it at first, but I didn't find it. And then I came across this track. And there it is. That's the big 3-toed track, the same kind of track that Harlan Ford casted all those years ago. I looked at it and I said, this can't be. It can't be, you know, because no one set me up. No one knew I was coming.
So you went from complete skeptic on this to now complete believer?
Well, I don't have any choice. Why are you even doing this if you're not, you know, dedicated to the facts and the truth?
What other kind of evidence have you gotten?
I've got a thermal video.
Really?
You have a thermal video of this
I
thing?
do. I have a thermal video.
Can we see it?
Sure. Let me go get it.
All right. All right. Okay.
That's a pretty big heat signature.
Right there would be his head. And then
I
the
can
rear
see
is
it.
down. It's actually behind some vegetation.
About how far away?
It's hiding. I don't know for sure, but it was across a body of water. It was pretty good way.
So it's kind of like squatting down, looking at you
Right,
guys.
right. We stayed there for 30 minutes. It just stood there and watched.
So if this is your most recent evidence,
It's the most recent.
can we get the GPS coordinates to that?
You most certainly can. I'll get them for you.
Perfect.
Remember now, if you can see what it does to pigs and hogs, it don't eat them.
Yeah.
It just kills them. Be careful.
We will.
Make our way in?
Yeah.
It's going to be a 2-mile hike on foot to the location where MK had his encounter. Remote wetlands like these are home to many dangerous animals, so as we trek in, Jess and I are on high alert for any large predators in the area. I think based on everything we've heard, what people are seeing and they describe as the Honey Island monster, it climbs, it swims, stands upright, rips apart boars' throats.
It'll be easy find. Look for dead boars.
For dead boars also. Let's look for live boars, because they could be 300 pounds
I
around
don't
here.
want to find live boars.
I don't either, but keep your eyes out.
All right.
According to his GPS coordinates, we are right about there.
This is probably our best bet to set up camera traps. We got the water nearby so that we can pick up on anything that's like coming down to the water's edge.
This creature has eluded search parties for decades. So first up, we're going to set a perimeter of 8 game cameras, spaced 10 yards apart, surrounding the coordinates of the sighting. Anything moving into or out of this area, we'll catch it on film. So I'll take west and south of here. If you want to take north and east.
North and east? Okay. You got your walkie on you?
Got my walkie.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Let's put it right over here on this one. Okay, so what I'm wanting to do is I want to go ahead and set up these camera traps facing out towards the river. That way, anything like a swamp monster that might be swimming across the river or who knows what will be captured. Okay, on to the next. All right, here, this looks like a good spot. Phil, you copy?
Yeah, what's up, Jess?
I just found some prints right by the water's edge.
I mean, I think this thing just ran by.
Head your way. Jess.
Right here. I just found some prints. Look, 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 look. Look at that.
Those.
So there's these right here. Then over here, there's like more like a three-toed track.
That is really interesting. It does look like three.
This is the first ones I found.
And they do look fresh.
Do you have your LiDAR?
I have my LiDAR.
You want to scan them?
We should absolutely scan them.
It's clear from these tracks that whatever made them is big and went inland. It must have just passed through here, close to where MK had his most recent sighting.
If whatever made this track was walking inland, why don't we go in there and try to draw it out?
Our plan is to use a game color to mimic animal sounds that will hopefully lure whatever this is into the open.
Yeah, look how big that thing is.
Jess, we have seen bigger
Oh,
than
God,
this.
it's moving! Oh, God! Jesus, I hate spiders.
Your spider screaming is gonna scare anything around here.
Or it's gonna draw it in.
Well, maybe
It's gonna be
too.
like, wounded woman, let's go rip her throat out.
That is possible.
Then I don't have to worry about spiders anymore.
Because you'll be dead?
Yeah.